verb and you shiver.
His girlfriend comes, wife, I don't know what it was at the time, comes bowling through the door, sticks one on him basically, busts his nose.
What do you mean?
Just like,
The vibe with the bloodline, liquor falling like.
What did you want to do in school? When you were in school, like what did you want to do?
Pilot a fighter jet, bro.
You're actually that delusional, yeah?
Around that's unlikely.
I'm 18, yeah, it's my 18th birthday. There's just fezzes and nippy tassels everywhere.
Listen deep when I leak shit. Yeah.
I feel like they're gonna add this.
Oh, now we're ready to go, bro.
Now we'll go. So, I suppose the first thing that people are going to be seeing is the logo that Joey's done.
Yeah, man, the Neighbourhood Watch logo, I like it.
Yeah. So, should we just roll it again? Look, that's out of the way. At least now we've got an idea of how we're going to be going.
Let's just keep it going. Let's just keep it going.
Yeah, man, the Neighbourhood logo. Neighbourhood logo.
Let's talk about the picture.
Yeah, the picture.
what's the story behind
The picture that no one was going to see.
People weren't supposed to see the photo.
People weren't supposed to. No.
We looked absolutely dreadful, didn't we?
Yeah, it didn't look good.
Tired.
But I think we're all like...
dirty, covered in paint and dust.
It was an emotional picture.
It was good, yeah.
Yeah.
I think we'd all have been on like the verge of a breakdown for like 2 weeks, grafting to get this shop open. And then literally that was like a picture of like, we'd done it.
And we literally said as well, we go like, we won't show anyone this. We'll just keep this picture for ourselves. But it was what did we do? We literally just got the mirrors on the wall. Mirrors on the
Not
wall.
all the mirrors were even done. It was the
No,
next
what
day.
was it?
the
Oh yeah,
mirrors
of
got-
course.
We had to put the rest of them up the next morning.
But that was it though. But that was the moment. I think that was the moment it all clicked though, weren't it? It was like we put the mirrors on the wall.
Finishing touch.
We see it all. I think well, obviously it was dark as well. So we stepped back. All the lights were on. Like we looked at it outside and thought, yeah, let's just get a quick picture.
And now
Yeah,
I'm
no.
using it everywhere. Tinder, Hinge. everywhere. That one picture is the only selfie that I've got in the last year.
You got to crop us out, man. You got to crop us out.
The thing is though, he said that because he looked good in it and we didn't.
No, I didn't.
I know.
No, I did. 100%.
It was my idea. I said to it. It was my idea to make sure that no one's seen it.
Yeah, because you
And
look
then
like an
he goes and makes the
absolute...
logo.
Yeah, because it's not a good picture for you.
Yeah, of course, but come on,
It's not a good picture for him
not
either.
good for
Let's be
me.
real.
No.
It's the only picture of me with a skinhead where I look good.
So now everyone knows who made the logo and why. Because you looked
Yeah.
Because he looked good. That's why.
Yeah.
I'm definitely not making that photo.
But it's, what is it today? What, Saturday? It's Saturday, so we've been... Saturday, so this is what, end of week?
7.
7. How's it been?
Busy.
Chaotic, busy, but good busy.
It's good though, isn't it? Good vibe and that.
Yeah, man. I've loved every second of it though.
Yeah.
Clients have loved it. Good vibes. DJs, Friday nights.
Yeah, it's been good.
beers.
But yeah, I think obviously the support that we've had of people coming in and everything as well. The reaction we've had from people, it's been really good, isn't it? I think the reaction from people coming in and
Seeing the shop.
yeah, that's it. I think we've done well.
Yeah.
This is hard. This is
No, I
hard
think
talk.
it's it's not. I think it's the most rewarding part of it.
Yeah.
It's to sort of like have people come into the shop and actually like look at it and go,
It's when the clients say like, "Oh, you boys done well with this. You guys smashed it." Like it's when we're like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
It's like clients don't have to force it when they say, "Yeah, it's nice," but when they're really like saying that, like,
Yeah,
"You
they're
smashed it, it looks
impressed.
good,"
Yeah, that's it. It's
like,
good.
like within ourselves, like, "Yeah, this is good."
Yeah.
Well, we've got used to it, haven't we? It's almost like we've got used to it. Obviously, we appreciate it and it looks great, but when you've got clients walking in that haven't been in or that come in once a month and they still see it and they're still saying, yeah, it still looks great. It's still got like the fresh feeling. And especially with like the aesthetic, it's not going like this fresh feeling isn't going to leave because of how we've chose it.
Yeah, that's it.
You get what I
Exactly.
mean?
Yeah. No, I
It's
know
like
what you
we always
mean. Like
want-
not too cluttered and whatnot.
Yeah, exactly. It won't leave, but yeah, that's the main thing as well.
yeah, I think it's the main thing.
How are we feeling about this podcast?
I'm excited, man. I'm excited to talk shit for like 2 hours.
Nah, do you know what? To be fair, you are pretty good at that as well.
The only weird thing is I'm not getting paid to do it this time. That's
Yeah.
the only strange thing. This is like, I think it's funny. I've watched a lot of podcasts, and I think this is going to be.
No, I just think
This
it's
is
good.
a-
It's good, like people can actually see what we're about, other than clients.
Yeah, that's it.
You know?
Yeah, that's another thing. Why do you reckon we've done this? Why have we done the podcast? What is it that we're trying to do? What is it? personally, I think it's just a way to sort of reflect and extend on the sort of vibe that comes on like within the shop and that as well, isn't it? Like go into more depth with things.
It
Like
reflects what we get up to and what we talk about in the shop and how we are.
Yeah.
Like, definitely.
Yeah, I think it's there to like, I don't know,
step out of comfort zones.
Step out of the comfort zone, sort of work with other businesses. Like that's the whole reason we sort of like chose the name for the shop. It's to like almost break down barriers between like businesses where like you feel like you're in competition with people. And rather than sort of being in competition with people, it's like
invite them on.
Let's work together.
Yeah.
And like make everyone's businesses better.
Yeah.
And also make us like more approachable, I think, as people. Like Like we're here, like people. You're not booking like a service with someone.
Yeah.
Coming in, you know what the person's about. You know what the shop's about.
Don't know what they're going to be like.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, so and most people I think have like perspectives of like barbershops to be like moody, arrogant.
Yeah, no.
Like, whereas like you come in here, it's just like, well, not just in here. Like most most barbershops are quite approachable people. Like, where it's just everyone wants to have a bit of a laugh. I think.
Yeah, that's it. I think with some of the things that we talk about within the shop and that, like, I don't know, our demographic of clients, I think it ranges, doesn't it? You know, we've got young lads coming in, we've got older gents coming in, and it almost comes back to the way that we did the shop as well. Like, no matter what age you are, you can appreciate it. Do you know what I mean? It's not really for one type of client, you know, one demographic. And I think it's the same with this podcast. I think the way that we talk, some of the conversations we have in that, a lot of people can sort of relate to it. You know, whether we're talking football or we're talking shit.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Which, and talking shit is half of it.
I mean, we do that daily. It feels a bit harder to talk shit now because there's cameras on you, but, you know, we'll get there. We'll have a few more of these.
No, this beer's gone straight to my head. I'm not going to lie, yeah. I'm ready, man.
Should we just let Joey just crack on now? And just
I'll just talk. I don't mind. I'll just chat. My face has gone red.
Yeah.
Lazy eye.
I've got a lazy eye.
That's another thing as well. Like, how do you reckon we found setting up the shop? Like, I thought it was good. Like the vibe of it, like the way it was hard.
Setting up the shop
like
from
doing
when?
it, like
what,
just from when we got the keys. Like from when we got the keys to that picture, to the logo. Like, how did we find that whole process, man? It was good.
There was excitement.
The worst 2 weeks of my life.
No, it was stressful. Don't get me wrong, it was stressful in that.
2 weeks of my life.
No, there was excitement, and then there was also a lot of anxiety. Then
Yeah. I don't think we actually knew.
Yeah.
We didn't know how it was going to look until Joe's putting his hand.
No, I'm putting my hand up. Yeah, this is like I'm in a classroom. I'm putting my hand up. You're the fucking teacher, man. I'm not even.
Do you know what?
Me and him feel like we're in detention. This beard's gone. I told you it's gone to my head.
That's good, man. I thought I was wearing my glasses.
Although it was good, it was exciting, but like even like the last week when we was at H Cutting, it was like. It was exciting, but
don't name names.
The next,
we can just but that's the thing. We can cut little bits out and that anyway, can't we?
I think it was. Do you remember that
don't
night?
Name names.
I think the Friday before our last day, which was on the Saturday, and I rang you both up.
No, he rang. No, I'll remember I remember the phone call vividly.
Yeah.
He phoned me up, and he basically said to me, he was like, just had a complete mental breakdown.
Yeah, he was stressing.
He was going, I fucked it. I'm booking people in. And then I'm looking. I look on the booking system. And he's opened up my booking system for the week that we're not even open.
Yeah, because the order.
And he's just booked people in, and I'm thinking, and I don't even know. So I don't even know who these people are. I'm thinking.
You'll get to know them.
I'm thinking the shop's fucked.
Yeah,
there's like nothing to do.
There's no space.
And people are just going to be turning up. So he's on the phone to me. He's going, "Man, I'm stressing. People aren't going to turn up. Like I'm booking people in. They're not in the right."
No, but I was just worried about the numbers that I had were like outdated.
Yeah.
And I was worried that they could have changed their number by then, especially clients have been with us for so long.
Well, at least you didn't do what I did. At least you didn't send 195 messages to all of your customers going, "Hi, I'm George."
Oh yeah.
Oh no. Yeah, but why did you?
Let's be real. Let's be real. Let's
No. Let me say this because I remember as well. I said to him, we were sat there, and he goes, "Right, what are you putting to your clients?" I said, "Right, I'm going to put this." Typed it all out, copied and pasted it, and I've just sent it to Joe, and I said, obviously I said, just change the name. And he goes, yeah, we're like, yeah, I'm not an idiot or something like that. Then later on, all you hear is him, that's it. He goes, I told all my clients I'm George. And I was just like, no.
And then literally all I'm getting through is, who the fuck is this?
Yeah. It's
So
George.
then I have to send back another 195 messages going, hi, I'm Joey.
You have to
Hi,
do,
I'm Joey.
did you have to do it all again?
Yeah, I had to send every single person
Oh,
going,
yeah, you
no,
have to
it's Joe.
correct it.
It's Joe.
Joe.
Do you know what you should have just done? You know what you
Joe
should have just done?
Sorry, Joe.
Should have just put one of them little stars and just put George.
You could have just done that.
What?
Could have done. You know, just one of
thought
them
that's
little
what you
stars.
did.
Why would
Did
I
you
put,
not
why
do
would I put star George? I would've
No,
put-
like the little, you know, the correction thing. You know, the little star you press.
Yeah, you
and
could have
then-
done it. I didn't send the whole message again. I just put, it's Joey. It's
Joey.
Joey. But I just copied and pasted that 195 times. And then I just got loads of messages going, you cheap bastard, copy and pasting your message.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, there you go. Then.
So-
Lesson learned.
I mean,
But that's the thing. We're gonna have mistakes in the beginning.
that was like, one of our customers messaged me going, that's a great way to start your business off. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah, that sounds like real personal, man, real personal.
Yeah, of course, yeah, because obviously when you sent it, they've realised you've just copied the same message as me.
I'm just copying and pasting the shit
Yeah,
out
we're a
of it.
team,
Yeah.
man.
What was that first week like though? For all of us, that first week.
Do you know what I meant
That first
by?
client at 10 a.m. on that Tuesday.
Yeah. Do you know what I meant about how was the process though? Although apart from all the stressful stuff, but you know, like coming in, and we'll get here like early mornings. We're here. We had obviously the guys doing the lights. We're here early. We're just sort of pottering about. We're doing what we need to do.
You, early.
Yeah, well, you know me, man. You know, I'm cracking on early bird catches the worm with that.
But every client, though, every one of George's client that listens to this podcast right now, you know he's never early. Let's be real.
Yeah.
No, I'm always on time. I'm always on time. Yeah. But yeah, like I found, like, without getting too cringy, like the team building side of it, like it was good. Do you know what I mean? It was like, looking back now, it was funny, man. We had some jokes times.
It
like
was
doing
funny.
it.
It was fun. I said I enjoyed it. I thought it was quite fun.
Yeah, it was. Painting and that, music side. I remember Joe. I was up here, obviously, and glossing the doors. And I'm here stressing. Jacob saying to me, he's saying about how, yeah, you can't get it anywhere, you can't get it on the floor, you can't do that. And I'm like, all right, sound. Like, I've never done it before, but sound. So I'm here stressing. Joey's like gone downstairs, opened the door to downstairs. And you just hear Joe with like reggae on, just dancing, just I'm thinking, this guy's got the good job, man. I'm thinking,
Not even like a little bit of mild reggae. This was
no, he was vibing. That was good. It was good. It's funny. But do you know what? Even hearing that, I was like, do you know what? It's actually not that bad. Like, I needed that moment of.
I think
reggae.
basically BBC, it was BBC Radio 1 Extra.
It was BBC Radio, yeah.
It weren't my playlist.
Bashment and that down there.
Like reggae and bashment.
He did give a little nutty wine in that as well, though, didn't he? Yeah,
I think the thing for me was like, I don't know if you like remember it, is like when me and Joe went to Screwfix.
Oh, yeah.
And like halfway through the journey, we had to go, it's like on the last day, it's like 6 o'clock at night. Everyone we had in here working wanted to go home.
Oh,
And me and Joe went to Screwfix, and halfway through, on the way to Screwfix, Joe just turned around to me, we went, we need to go to McDonald's. He's like,
Nah, you
I'm
didn't,
starving.
yeah.
And then I was like, I don't think everyone's going to be happy with us going to McDonald's. And we phoned, we phoned you lot up on the way back, and it was just like everyone wanted McDonald's. And then we got back
it was
in
a good
here.
idea.
No, but it was nice because when we got back, we've
Yeah,
been
I
gone
think it was
like a 15-20 minute journey. It took us an hour and a half.
Yeah.
And then I think we got back, and it was like this little end of almost right at the finishing line, little team bonding moment when we were all just having
Do
like
you know
dinner,
what it was, yeah.
like together.
Yeah, yeah.
No, it was.
Because the rest of that after that was just
Because that was the final day in that as well.
That was the
wasn't
final
it?
day. The
Yeah.
last jobs that had to be done was basically us, because when we had to do those little holes in the cladding, and then you had to gloss it. No, I had to,
I know,
I
we
had
had
to finish
to-
off
yeah,
sanding
you
it,
had
and then
to
you had to
sand it and
gloss
that,
it.
yeah,
and then
yeah.
I can't remember what you was doing.
I won't do it.
Joey was just literally. Joey spent some days, not every day, most
Joey had
most
his
of the days.
polo and sport
Joey was
on.
just on like
Going
full on
through.
mother hen, just pottering about, just
Yeah, he actually
with a
was.
sweat on his head every time, just pottering about, just tidying up
The
every,
mess,
like
the
little
mess
bits and bobs.
the mess was getting to me at that point.
Yeah, no, you could tell, 100%.
I was stressing.
I know. But it's like every time you tidied up, the next day there'd always be something else there.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know if we're waffling about this, but what should we do about? We've got all these Q&As and that as well. We should do that. Should we just jump into it? Let's go into
I'm
it.
looking forward to.
I like the Q&A.
Yeah, I think like now that we've started it and that as well.
I think
it's
after this
not
Q&A,
bad.
people will be able to start sleeping easy at night.
Yeah, I think to everyone out there that sent Q&As in, I think, or just Qs, everyone sent Qs in.
Yeah.
I think, thanks. There's some good questions.
That's the thing as well. It helps with us
definitely.
answer some questions from clients and. Don't get me wrong. I feel like some of
good
them
to see everyone getting
some of them questions were a bit unnecessary in that, but we'll get to them. And
I've got a bone to pick with about 5 or 6 people, to be fair, but we'll get into that as well.
Yeah, I think there's probably a bit more than that, to be fair, but we'll go in.
Jay loving it.
He knows.
James, I love him, man. He's fucking cracking me up.
I'm trying to think of a good one to start it with. Right, let's go in. We're like easy. In fact, why barbering? Why barbering? All of us.
I'll
Why
be
barbering?
really honest.
I don't know why I struggled with trying to. That's probably the best question to ask.
All right, let's start with the youngest lad first.
Oh, me. Oh.
Yeah. I thought Joe was going to start talking then.
Why?
He was the youngest.
Why
I was going to start talking, but then
Right.
I'll quickly let you sidecheck that onto Joe, man.
Why barbering for me? Right, barbering for me was...
What made, I think, because you've got some good stories, man. You've got some good stories about...
Yeah. So, to be fair, to start off with, I wasn't so keen.
No.
And I've been all over the place since then. And I didn't really know what I wanted. I left school in year 10. Didn't do well at school. I didn't really think I'd do well at school anyway. But
No,
I didn't. My mum was saying, "Why don't you get into barbering?" My mum was a hairdresser. Obviously, my brother George was.
You just wanted to be like your brother. Let's be real. Let's
no,
be
this is where I
real.
get on with
Let's
it.
be real. You just wanted to be like your
I was trying
brother.
to convince him. I said to him as well. I said, "Come on, man."
So
do it."
everyone was saying, "Why don't you try barbering?" But I was like, "No, because for what you."
Yeah,
said."
yeah, everyone
I don't
thinks
people
he's
saying, "Oh, he's just copying his
My
brother."
brother does.
So I wanted to try
My
and
brother does
find
Muay
my own.
Thai. I'm going to do Muay Thai.
You can't even say.
Anyway, so I thought, no, I'd rather try and find my own thing. When really, I weren't going to be able to do that. I didn't do too well in school, so I wouldn't really be able to go on to be a rocket scientist, to put it that way. And then I thought I'd give it a go. Right. So then I started off as a junior in Oxford after my mum had basically persuaded me. I thought, I haven't got much options here, so at least I can do is give it a go.
Yeah.
So done it. It was all right. Didn't mind it. The guys were there were cool. Didn't really soak up much of the atmosphere, if I'm honest. And then I moved to Kent and I'd done a barbering course. And I was working in like a freezing cold Tesco chiller for like 5 days a week. So I thought I'd save and do this course. Anyway, I've done the course. It weren't really...
Tell us more about that course you did. So you were, for people who don't know, so you've gone from Oxford.
Yeah. So I was living in a couple of places.
Moved down
Didn't
to
work
Kent
out in
for a
Oxford.
bit.
Yeah, and then I moved to Kent.
And then...
And I was working in a chiller
fridge.
in Kent, in Tesco, like personal packing or whatever. And I saved for this course, and then so I found this course, and then I think a couple of weeks later, I started it, and it wasn't really that, professional. Let's say.
Why wasn't it?
There's one story in particular
was
we
just
want
like I
to
was
hear.
Yeah. We better get to that one.
I was
don't we?
waiting outside for the shop to open. It was just all a bit all over the place, and then and then apart from that, actually, the guy took me upstairs and he had a big folder. It looked the part, and I was just like, wow, this is it. I'm going to be a qualified barber in a week. Yes. I was like, yes, and then so after that was just going through done horseshoe sections.
Was there anyone else on this course with you?
No, just me.
So it was you, and how many people in the shop?
So me, obviously the boss, and then another guy, and then like a tattoo artist as well. And then after that, he's had me doing horseshoe sections for about 3 days. Not really doing much, to be honest, and just working on dolly heads, just doing a little bit of clipper work, but nothing really that good. Anyway, I've done a few haircuts at that point. Obviously, it was being helped with it. Anyway, one particular day.
Here we go.
I'm there again. I'm working on this dolly head, and I've just cut the guy's father-in-law's hair.
What? Who's? What? The
boss,
owner of the
gaffer,
shop?
Yeah. So I've been doing his hair. No, so I've been doing his father-in-law's hair whilst his wife was there.
What was you doing? A horseshoe section on it?
Probably, yeah. Probably was. And then Anyway, so I've done the father-in-law's hair. His girlfriend at that point, or wife, had dropped the father-in-law home in a space of like 20 minutes. She's come back, but he's there on his phone. What I'd noticed is he's on his phone for a good little while, and I was thinking, well, I've just paid I think I paid £800 for that course. I was thinking he's not really looking at me or even like acknowledging what I'm doing. Anyway,
He's just stressing.
his girlfriend or wife, I don't know what it was at the time, comes bowling through the door, sticks one on him basically, busts his nose.
What do you mean?
Just like out of nowhere, just comes bowling in, just like punches him, pops his nose.
No.
Like,
Wait, is there clients in the shop?
Yeah, there's clients in the shop.
No, is his father-in-law still in the shop?
No, his father-in-law. She went to drop him off and then came back.
Oh.
But one of the other guys was still cutting hair. And obviously, I'm doing this dolly head, and she's come in and she put one on him, and like his nose is just gone pop like that. And he's holding his nose, and he's holding his nose, and he's going. She's like, "Oh, she's like cheating on me, sending pictures of your dick in the bar."
Oi, we've all been there. We've all been there.
Joey, man. Joey, fucking hell.
He's there.
Someone take that beer off him.
Honestly, he's there, and he doesn't really know what day of the week it is. All he can say is he's holding his nose. He's going, babe. He goes, I love you. He's going, I love you. And then there she's going. She's still trying to go at him. And one of the other boys that I was working with was trying to hold hold her back. And
so this is all whilst you're there on your what day of it?
I know at this point,
so this is what day of your course was it?
I can't remember what day it was. It was like mid into the week. It was like.
But anyway, it's 5 days, so you're not that far into the
so
course.
It was like
and
midway.
Your teacher's
maybe
already
a bit
been
more.
banged, like.
Yeah, teacher's been cleaned out by his missus. Anyway, so whilst this is all going on, obviously I've seen it, and after that I've sort of don't know really where to look. So anyway, so the other guy that had a client in, he's sort of gone into sort of trying to calm it down. She's still trying to go at him.
Oh shit.
And then after that, I just said to the other guy, I said, look, I should probably go. Should I go then? He was like, yeah. He goes, come back tomorrow. Or I know it wasn't tomorrow. It was like the day after. So anyway, I came back and I spoke to the boss. He was like, yeah, sorry about that last week. He was like, probably not.
Sorry about what?
Yeah.
What happened? Did you see my horseshoe section?
3 stitches on his nose. No, he didn't really.
No.
He's like, yeah, sorry about that. He goes, I've seen her knock someone out in, I can't remember, Gillingham or somewhere like that in Kent. She'll knock a full-grown man out. So I was thinking probably not a good idea to cheat on her then. Probably, you just wouldn't. I mean, not like you cheat anyway, but especially if she's got a heavy hand behind her. But
so from there, so did you get your certificate?
no, I didn't get my certificate.
You didn't?
No, I didn't. I did ask for it. He said it was just something he'd made up. I think I was asking around for a barbering course. He might maybe seen a little bit of a gap there to make a bit of money to just basically teach.
Oh yeah, we do one here, mate.
And he said he had a big folder. Although he did have a folder printed out, and it did look legit. But excuse me. He then said, I said, what about a certificate and all that? And he said, oh yeah, it's the Kent School of Barbering. I was thinking in my head, yeah, that sounds legit. That's good enough. And to be fair, he was an ambassador for this big company within barbering. I didn't really know too much at that point because obviously didn't really know the industry. So I was just taking it all on board. Like, yeah, this guy's great. Sounds good. But really, I just had my trousers down. Really.
So where from there, what happened from there? Would you say? How did you sort of go from there to here?
From there, I kind of didn't give up, but I was still living in Kent.
Yeah.
And then ended up moving back to Northampton. Went for a job in Nationwide, and had a phone call interview, and they was asking me loads of questions, and basically I bottled it. They was asking where. They started peppering me with like a load of questions.
They didn't ask you. They didn't ask you any maths questions, did they?
No.
So this is a job interview.
This is a job interview.
Moved back now. You're gonna get a job.
Now.
Yeah.
Moved back to Northampton now. I thought, right, I'll get a job, and then anyway, Nationwide managed to pass this certain part of the,
screening test or something.
Whatever.
Yeah.
And then so the next step was the phone call interview. So in the description of the email, it said like research a feature of Nationwide. So I think I'd done something like online banking. Thought I'd done it because my girlfriend at the time, she worked for she used to work for Nationwide, so she was sort of helping me. So I thought, yeah, I've got this in the bag. Anyway, they started asking me loads of questions that I just weren't prepared for. So I panicked and put the phone down. So they rang me back, and I was like panicking.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did she call back?
Yeah, she rang back. She was like, "No, you're doing so well. You're doing so well." And I was like,
Oh,
no,
it's
it's
just,
fine.
you could tell she felt bad for you.
Yeah, she felt bad. I
Knew,
weren't
she
doing
knew
well
you put
at
the
all.
phone down,
Oh,
basically.
yeah,
That was Wait, did you say what happened? Did you say?
It turned into
No, I just said, yeah, no, I panicked. I weren't prepared.
What,
for
when
these
you said that
questions.
to her?
Yeah. I said
it turned into a pity interview. That's
Wait,
that's
what? She's called you back.
she
and
called me
is
back
that-
and was like, "Why did you put the phone down? You're doing really well." Like, she's like, "Oh, I don't want you to feel like that." Anyway, I can't remember. It was like,
Cool. Could
5
you
years
imagine
ago.
if only like your driving instructor was like that after you hit a curb or something like that?
Did
You know,
you-
you're doing all right.
Yeah, well,
Don't worry
it
about
makes
that.
no difference.
Didn't you do that?
Because
Huh?
Did you do
I
that?
did do, yeah, do you know what? That's why it's come so. Yeah, I did do that. To be fair. I
But then
did.
after that, what happened after that? Oh yeah. So anyway, I carried on like just waffling at this point. Didn't really know.
driving examiner,
My
man.
ass on my elbow. And then anyway, that telephone interview ended and got an email like a couple of days later. Clearly didn't make the cut.
Mm.
And then I was just like, do you know what? I'm just gonna. Like, I didn't really want to do an apprenticeship because I just thought about the money.
You just wanted to
rubbish
go
and
straight
just
and
wanted
earn
to go
some
straight
dough
in,
and
like,
that, yeah,
I think
yeah.
anyone at this age would, but you got to go with the nitty gritty with this. But I just thought I'd bite the bullet and do it. So I started the apprenticeship, and yeah, I was in a proper barbershop at that point. So like I actually soaked up the atmosphere, and I was a bit more leaning towards actually, yeah, I liked it. Like I got there, and you know, George was travelling to Australia. I knew all the boys anyway from, so I got on with everyone, and it was like a proper barbershop.
You seen what the
Really
vibe?
worked.
Yeah, it was different.
It was like a
wasn't
proper big team. Like there was like a team of like 8, 9, 10 maybe.
Yeah.
So I was like, actually, like, do you know what? I really like this. So I thought, yeah, I'll do
Your
this. And
apprenticeship.
I've done the apprenticeship and then got through it.
Nice.
And yeah, that's what brings me here.
Sick.
Nice, man.
Over time, worked my way up through the rankings, and
Yeah.
this is where we're at.
This is where we are. This is where you are today, man.
Yeah.
Joey, what are you saying? What's your story, bro?
Oh,
Alright.
God.
Where do we start, bro? Holy.
No, do you know what? The thing is, I don't think I even know too much about why you even did
I don't. I
barbering.
didn't even know you before.
Like this is why it's probably like
I didn't
good
know
for
you
us.
before Harry's.
I'm a mystery, mate.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't know.
Oh, here we go.
Nah, to be honest,
The lager's gone to his head.
the lager has gone to my head. But no, I don't know.
What did you want to do in school? When you were in school, like what did you want to do?
I wanted to pilot a fighter jet, bro. Or like,
No, come
or
on.
like F1. Nah, I'm being deadly
Oh
serious.
really? Yeah. You were actually that delusional, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh right, that's how. Man.
What else do you want to be when you're younger?
No, but come on, like what you know, year 10, year 11. What do you reckon?
Nah, I was never going to work in an office.
Yeah,
Ever.
yeah.
I just knew that. I knew that from anywhere. It was never going to happen. Like, I wasn't interested in that sort of thing. And then I remember like just being in school, mucked around in school. I remember being told sort of like in the build up to like going into sixth form that you could just like you weren't allowed in. If you were going to be allowed in, you had to do X, Y, Z.
What? So they were quite strict with who they let into sixth form and that as well.
No,
I think our school was like that. They were like more.
No, I just made my English teacher cry, and I think at that point they sort of said you weren't going to be allowed in.
You
Why
didn't
did you
cut her
make
hair,
it
did
cry?
you?
What?
You didn't cut her hair, did you?
Why did you make her cry?
Well, if I did, she got charged £25.
Why did you make her cry?
No,
it weren't like abuse. It was just more like, I don't know. You sort of just everything she'd say to you, you just have an answer for. And I think it was just like a year's or a term's worth of just breakdown.
Yeah. You just-
Like I do feel for teachers, like they do get
100%.
that sort
You
of
don't
stuff.
realise
like,
now until you're older what they. Yeah, of
oh
course.
yeah, I was
No,
a knob in school, like, but not like never,
when you're
never
younger,
like
you just sort of
never
shut them off
horrible.
and
It was just like I don't know. You just cheeky, innit? You just think you know what you're doing, but then.
You never-
Yeah, I remember just sort of like my mum just saying to me like, we need to do something. And then I think my sister said she knew a guy that had his own shop. And then I think, I just started like an apprenticeship, liked it, enjoyed like the working with like older lads,
Yeah.
vibe. And then I think I got my first paycheck. I think it was like just over 400 quid. Spunked it in 30 minutes.
What, sorry?
What?
Sorry, you did what?
Spunked that out of the wall in about 30 minutes.
Nice.
Matt, I bought a pair of Armani sunglasses,
Yeah.
a diesel watch, a diesel watch,
Oh.
and a pair of and a diesel and a pair of a little pack of Armani boxers.
You know that geezer who did Project X. You know the guy who actually did the party. Yeah. You know the actual real guy. I can just imagine when they did the interview of the actual guy of it. I can just imagine Joey there with his sunglasses on, hat.
Oh mate, these sunglasses.
Take your glasses off. I don't want to take them off
Because I like them.
Mate, these
Any advice for anyone younger?
You're not my English teacher.
He's like, get me to do it for him.
yeah.
Mate, my profile picture on MySpace was these Armani
MySpace.
sunglasses for like a year.
Nice.
No, they were like tinted.
Hawaiian t-shirt.
No, they were tinted blue.
Yeah.
David Beckham highlights, shit little fucking frosted fringe.
Yeah, but that
it was a
back
bad
in the day,
look.
That was the thing,
Juiced
though,
up.
wasn't it?
Yeah, it was just not at 16. Fucking hell.
And what?
Is it juiced up?
Let's cut that out.
That's a joke.
I wasn't juiced up at 16. That's not real.
It was 3 years later.
No, and then I started my apprenticeship, and yeah, I just enjoyed it. Like, it was good to like just be around people. Like, I don't know, it was different. It wasn't like you sort of the normal working in an office. You come in.
Yeah.
You had like
Just the music and
and I noticed like the connection people had,
Social.
like people had with their customers.
Yeah.
And then ended up meeting like a few of my best mates through there. Ended up abandoning my school friends
Because
with
of
them because of the shop.
What and the people you talk about? What? So you
No, it
you
was
ended up
jokes.
being
No,
really friendly with your
no, it was
clients in the
jokes
end?
on a night out.
Right.
We went on a night out in town. One of my first nights out when I turned 18.
Did you have them shades on?
No, they didn't let you in MBs with them shades on. I'm telling you that. But
Just
no,
balloon
we
bar.
went on a night out. Me and my school friends trying to hang out, like, and then bumped into like a few lads that I knew from Dapper Chaps, and I was that like young 18-year-old like junior. Everyone shouting across, come over here, mate. The first thing they said to me was like, "Don't worry about paying for drinks, we've got you."
Really?
And at that point, I was like,
I'm untouchable.
at that point, I knew I'd found my new friends.
Yeah.
Found my career.
This is where I know I'm going to be in life. I'm never going to pay for anything ever again.
I'm just gonna give skin fades.
No,
that's good.
and yeah, I've met my good mates. I've met like loads of my best mates for it. And yeah, man, I just like enjoyed it. Started at college, Northampton College. Did that. Did the apprenticeship like the long way.
Yeah.
But even to be fair, even when I first started, we were even talking like 16 years ago. Like there wasn't a barbering course.
Nah,
Like nowadays, there's so many.
How did people have to do it before?
Joe, make sure you're talking to the.
Yeah.
You used to have to go and
be on it. But sorry, Joe.
you literally used to have to go and learn hairdressing, and I think there might have been one or two specific barber courses across the UK, but there wasn't like any of like London School of Barbering or anything like that. It wasn't well known. Like
Yeah.
It wasn't big though back in your day.
So what? So overall, so you would have had to just to do the barbering side of things, you would have had to do the hairdressing. So you can't really focus on and narrow down your barbering because it's just an added part of the hairdressing.
no, I went into the hairdressing course at the college, and I was told my tutor straight away. And I said to her, I was like, I have no interest in this whatsoever.
Yeah.
I'm doing this purely.
What, in the hair, like the women's side?
Yeah, I was like, I have no interest in being a hairdresser. I was like, I don't want to do it. Like, and she was really good, to be fair. She said there's certain bits on the course that we'd be able to like take out and replace with something else that might be able to like help you in the future. Like we did like business management rather than perming.
Oh, okay, yeah. So,
Which ironically now perming's become big again.
yeah.
So, yeah,
I mean, look at Joe's.
Yeah.
It's natural, by the way, guys.
That's called not washing it for about 3 months.
No, he's done you. He's done you on camera, Joe.
That's absolutely fine. Take it out.
I'm not taking this hat off. There's no fucking way I'm taking this hat off.
Sick.
But no, it was good. Yeah, man, I enjoyed it. Like, I think I started cutting on the shop floor like 17. And then I think I was self-employed by like 20.
Yeah. Okay.
And yeah, Dapper Chaps was good, man. Like I enjoyed it. Like, it was
So how long was your apprenticeship? How long did you do your apprenticeship for before you actually started cutting, qualified on the shop
It was meant to be
floor?
like a year and a half to 2 years.
Yeah.
And I think you could qualify sooner. I think I did it in like a year.
Did you have your English and maths?
No, see, I
You didn't.
No, see, I actually
You forgot to add that bit.
No,
as
see,
well,
I
didn't
actually
you?
qualified all that in school. I know Joe Carroll sitting next to me actually only qualified as a barber actually only about a year ago.
No, that's a lie. A year ago. It was 2
because
years
he
ago. It was 2 years ago.
because he actually couldn't do his maths. And I'll be honest, I'm gonna tell.
No, come on, man. Functional skills is hard.
And and I'll be honest, he's actually, bless him, still never actually passed it.
I did.
They actually just felt sorry for him and actually just passed him.
Well, yeah, it was
They got sick of me
ridiculous,
failing.
yeah.
They got sick. I genuinely think they got sick of me failing it because they just said, look, just we'll give you the qualification, just take it. I passed the English,
just
but
think,
not maths.
it's more than the Kent School of Barbering did for you, though, isn't it?
What's that?
It's more than the Kent School of Barbering did for you,
They
though,
brought
isn't
me
it?
amusement, though.
Kent School of Barbering, he learned the horseshoe section, bro.
Yeah. He narrowed that down.
I watch him use that at least 25 times a day.
Honestly.
It's good. It is.
That's how they taught me. Paid £800 for that.
Yeah, true.
Come on then, George.
What's
Let's hear your
George's
story, bro.
though?
My
Big
story.
Twizzy
Do you know
story.
what?
And the thing is, I don't want no lies because I was there when you did it.
Well, I'll do
Yeah, my story, right. So, mate, do you know what? At the time, like, where barbering come from, I think we were down at Dad's, and we'd go to, like, that shop in Ifield, wouldn't we? I don't know if you went to it, that shop in Ifield. I went in there.
I feel front.
Yeah, and I'd got a trim in there, and it was... Everyone was sort of like young lads, you know what I mean? They were in there having a bit of laugh. I think they took the piss out of my haircut from the previous
Wait,
guy.
sorry, do you remember
Cut it.
when they done me like a weird haircut that time?
Yeah,
You know, you probably don't remember.
no, I don't. They put my hair... Do you know what? To be fair, they put my hair back for the first time. I think he said something, and I just sort of said, yeah.
You weren't receding at the age of
Because
like
they-
13,
sorry?
were you? You weren't receding at the age of 13, were you?
Well, I'm not receding now. I'm not going to
He's
be
always
receding
had
then.
that
am
model then, though.
I? But yeah, and then I think that's when I went there, and I see that sort of vibe of the shop, young lads, and that. I thought, yeah, it seems cool, man. But I think before that, because like mum was a hairdresser, like a lot of the places we'd gone before that were like hairdressers, and we'd go to like Cam's Barbers in Wildstone. It'd be like, he was like an Afghan guy, he'd give us a haircut for a £5, and it was just wet look Joe in at the end, spikes.
Nice.
Yeah,
Decent.
man. A bit like how Joey's got underneath that hat today, actually, funny enough.
Oh, you were about to get revealed, but you're not going to get it.
Exactly.
You're not going to. Nah, no way.
fair
No way.
I would
But yeah, so that was cool. And then that sort of, I don't know, like I suppose later on that sort of played on my mind a bit when it comes to it. And I was in between, I did a bit of painting and decorating. And the lads I worked with on that, they were sound. I was working at the go-karting place for the whole time, the whole duration. Since I left school, I was always working there. I think just before I left school, I was working there. So that was like a part-time job, sometimes more full-time when I had the hours. I was at college. I think the main thing I wanted to do was from like maybe year 10, 11, I was probably like mad into my fitness and that. So I thought, yeah, I'm going to join the army. All that stage, yeah. But yeah, so army, I just sort of went off, man. You know, I have these ideas, I go mad on them, and then I just
I think
sort of
everyone's
lose
had the
interest.
army idea or something.
Yeah. But you know what? Yeah, I was pretty dead set on it, but I just couldn't join at the time.
Mate, I had the army idea as well. I went in there, did one cadet lesson, walked in. They started shouting a load of stuff in army speak. And I was like, this is not for me.
George went cadet.
There is no
Joey
way.
felt like his English teacher
George
started
went
crying.
Yeah, I did
And
cadet.
obviously
Yeah.
the height limit as well. Like, you've got to
Whoa, don't reveal the height limit yet. There's a big there's a big question coming up.
But yeah, so I think from there, what was I saying?
So it was the
So it was-
army.
So yeah, but yeah, either way, I'd left the painting decorating. So in a nutshell, I'd finished school, I'd gone to college, I was doing public services. I dropped out of public service. I thought to join the army, I don't really need this anyway. It was just sort of giving me a heads up, and I couldn't at the time just join. So did paint and decorating. Thought I'd go earn some money. I'd done it with my uncle before, so I thought we'd done a bit of painting and decorating there. So yeah, so I'd go do that. Didn't really get on with it. You know, I'm looking at all my mates. I'm on a building site at like 7 in the morning. All my mates are at 6 form having a laugh on Snapchat, and I'm like freezing in this like shell of a house in December. So this ain't for me. So I left that. And I thought, well, I'll just go back.
He's cold in heat, let alone I don't know
Yeah,
what you were
exactly.
like.
Mate, imagine what I'm like as well. I must have had about, honestly, I'm not even joking, probably had about 6 jumpers on as well.
You coming in 30-degree heat and put the heating on. It's like...
But yeah, so stopped doing that. And then, because I was in between, I still had my go-karting job like part-time. I was working there, but I had a day off. And then my mate, he lived a couple of doors down, and when his like parents were at work and that, we'd obviously have a few drinks, and you know, his dad has like this chest, so we'd go in there, we'd have a few drinks during the day and that. And he's gone to me. He goes, oh man, I meant to get my hair cut today. Like, Can't
Who's
go
that?
now. We'll cut that out. We'll cut that out. Nah.
Oh.
But yeah, so.
I know who it was. I just figured it out.
Yeah, but either way. So he goes, oh man, I was meant to get my hair cut today. I was like, yeah, like, sound. I said, oh, you got clippers? He goes, yeah. I thought, yeah, sweet, I'll do it. You know, after a few beers, and you say you cut someone's hair when you haven't cut hair before, it's not usually going to go a good way.
Yeah, I've done that at 3.
Yeah, no, exactly.
I've done that at 3 in the morning. It's not a good way to go.
And that's with training as well. But bearing in mind, this time I hadn't had no training. So I've done it. And to be fair, like, it actually...
I remember you
Yeah,
showing me a photo.
it looks all right. It looks all right, and that was it.
We'll get on to another story about that.
Yeah. And like, it didn't look bad and whatnot. And then after that, I was like, yeah, man. Literally next day, I went on Google, Northampton's barbers, and literally every single one on the list, I just belled up and said the same thing. It's almost like I copy and pasted it. Just asked for like apprenticeships, Saturday job, like going in like shadowing or whatnot. And all, to be fair, like when I said I weren't even clicking looking at the barbershops. I was just clicking cool. And then no one really gave loads of interest. There was a couple shops that said they'd give me a call back. And in the meantime, after that, I'd then gone and like started cutting all my mates' hair. Now I'm grabbing my mate going, yeah, look, I did his hair. I did his hair. So at this point, I'm cutting all my mates' hair in my bathroom, in their bathrooms. Like, I'm butchering it, to be fair. I am butchering it. Back then, I don't know whether like Joey Essex Fusey was a thing.
Yeah, Joey.
Fusey was a massive.
Yeah, so like I think that like benefited me a bit because there was no getting that line out. Do you know what I mean? But you know, do you know what? I actually think it was actually before. I think Joey Essex must have like seen.
Joey
then,
Essex,
like,
that Fusey Cup was around at like what?
Nah, do you know what?
2014, I think.
I don't know when it was, but either way,
So you would have been
like
like
people.
17.
But back then, it weren't actually that bad because no one was going as short. It weren't all like skin fades and that. So people are getting like 2 3s on the sides. I think Alf, he used to get Alf. Like I think I've really started going short with Alfies.
Ice Gem.
And yeah, we used to just shave it. And I used to think like from a 0 you go up to a 1 and then bang, it's blended. You know, you
No
go 1,
fade,
2, 3. Can't be that hard. You do a 1, then you do a 2, 3, bang, it's done. Yeah, it wasn't as easy as that. But do you know what? To be fair to Alf, he liked it. So it was all right. So that just G'd me up even more. I was like, yeah, man, I'm making sick trims. You know, look back now, it's terrible, man. And then Joe, you got a lovely trim off me, man. Joe got a lovely trim.
Imagine this, right? So
This is a jokes one. This is funny.
so he shows me the picture
Of Adam's.
of Adam's hair.
Or like or a few other people as well, I think, but they're all got
no,
longer
all
guards.
I remember from now, what I remember, you just showing me Adam's hair. And I thought, do you know what? I said, that looks really good. And I was like, you can do mine. Well, obviously knowing like the barbering game now is like everyone's hair is completely different, phase different, everything. So obviously I've got quite dark, thick hair. So I'm going, yeah, you do mine.
No, to be fair though, at this point, I don't think I'd really gave Alf like Ice Gem haircuts yet. Like I'd only really done like a 2 and a 3, you know, so it weren't too long. Joe's gone straight in with, yeah, let's do a 1. I'm like, yeah,
mate,
man, sweet.
Anyway,
Look, say no more.
Big
he's
step.
done my haircut. He just kept going higher and higher and higher.
Didn't he only do that a year ago as well?
No, this was something else. Excuse me. Literally, it just went from like I think he even done like a 0 because it was so short. Because anyway, long story short, he's gone like past my head curvature.
Yeah, it's
Like,
gone
just
up.
looks absolutely.
But do you know what? It's a bit, you know, to be fair to me, I think
he
it was a
wasn't
bit
even
like
proud
Jack
of it because
Grealish's now.
I'll finish. Anyway, so it was horrible. Like I think I even cried. I think I genuinely even cried. And I was saying like I'm not going to school. I said to my mum, I'm not going to school. She's like, you know, you're going to school. You have to go.
I think
to school.
I'm trying to convince
it's
him.
not
that I'm
that
going to
bad.
sound.
He's going to me going, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. I was like,
why are you
of course
stressing
it is.
for?
I said, look at it. Like it's awful. Like it's terrible. And he has the cheek to say to me, yeah, well, all right, it's not that bad. He's like, don't tell anyone I done it. And I was like, are you serious? Anyway, my mum made me go to school.
Mate, I was trying to get more clients. I can't have him going to school. Be
My
my
mum
making
made me-
advertisement.
I don't blame you. Yeah.
My mum made me go to school, and I was in what, maybe like year 8, and like I just didn't want to. I was going like people were taking the piss out of me on the bus anyway. Like my mate slapping the back of my head because it's just like bowled all the way up to there.
Had I left school at this point? I must have done. Yeah, of course I would have done.
you
Yeah,
would
of
have been
course.
like, yeah. So yeah, you would
I
have
weren't
done.
cutting in school.
And then I literally getting off the bus, and where I used to go to campus, so where all the buses used to like park up out the front, you'd have to walk out, and usually the head teacher or deputy head would be like just greeting you as you go into the school. Straight away, the head teacher was there. And do you know what? I was so happy to see her because I knew she'd pick me up straight away and just be like, and I've literally, I think I just walked, I just weren't even bothered. I was like, I'm just going to walk so she sees it because I didn't want to be at school. And she was like, oh, can I have a word? And she pulled me into student reception. She's like, your hair's way too short. Like, it doesn't look good and all that. You're going to have to, so I know she had to speak to someone else. And then I was waiting in student reception. And then they said, like, we decided to, like, you're going to have to go home until it grows back to, like, a 1 or a 2. Like, as if I was going to be gutted. I'm there like,
see ya.
I'm there like, you're doing me a huge favour. Like, thank you so much. I haven't got to go into the canteen because all my friends used to meet up in the canteen, and like with everyone else's groups in my year and everyone else from the school, and I would have absolutely got ripped apart. So I was just like, do you know what, thanks. So I was like, I'm just going to stay in here. So student reception, and I ended up getting the D3 bus home back to Upton.
Personally,
as I told you, Mum,
I think that must have been a Peaky Blinders haircut before Peaky
No, but it
Blinders.
wasn't even Peaky Blinders.
So there you go.
Peaky Blinders is
I
still
actually
there.
gave you.
It was
I
past
gave you a
the
good
curvature.
haircut, man. It was good.
No, but
It was a good. It was just a Peaky Blinders, probably just a little bit too soon.
So yeah,
That's what it was.
No, but everyone's been there. It's like a rite of passage. You have to give someone a
No,
shit
that was
haircut.
awful, man. That was pretty bad.
But yeah, so after that, I've been trimming everyone's hair around like Upton. Like Upton was sick, man, weren't it? Like it was good. We had all of our mates, loads of people from everywhere cutting. Did a few haircuts and whatnot, and then I got a call up from the first shop I worked at, and they basically said, "Oh yeah, like our apprentice is qualifying." But yeah, so I've gone down. I got invited down for an interview. So I went down for an interview. This was an apprentice. I was buzzing because I thought, yeah, it's full time. Like I was at the time, I was like just wanting like to shadow or go in on a Saturday. I just thought the idea of it, like to get into barbering, that I found quite appealing. Was like, yeah, man, this will be sick. Like, yeah, cut everyone's hair. But I was getting to that age where I'm going to start going out to town. I thought, yeah, like pre-drinks, I can trim everyone up, do everyone's hair, like have a few drinks, it'd be sound. Obviously, that was so far from the truth. When you actually do, and you end up having to do that, like that's the last thing you want to be doing, like cutting hair, like on pre-drinks and that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I went down, had the interview. See you boys in there, thought it was sick. It was a complete. I don't know. I didn't expect it. Yeah. That's it. You were there. You were top boy there.
Wait,
one of the top boys.
Say that again.
They're all no, not you top boy. I mean, like, you're one of the older boys. And but yeah, like it was good, man. And I thought, yeah, this is like it was probably the best opportunity after all the barbershops I called. It was the best one to give me a call back. So I went in, had the interview, and I remember them saying, oh yeah, like, yeah, Tuesday to Saturday, and I'm like, oh, like, Saturdays. I'm thinking, oh, I don't know, actually, like, Saturdays as well. Having to work Saturdays at, like, 16, 15, whatever it was. But yeah, lucky I decided to do Saturdays.
I remember, I actually didn't want you.
No, you didn't, did you?
No, I didn't.
I heard that. No, he didn't.
There was another junior that applied, and I actually didn't want him.
Really?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. There was
What
a something.
separated him from George?
There was something about him.
It's because I was taller than him, man.
Probably was.
There was something about him. I was like, I get a good vibe from you, bro.
You didn't like him?
No.
God, I didn't even have a Just Do It bag on me either, man. You acted like I walked in with
Just
two,
his
like...
face.
Just
didn't like
face,
his
man. I
face.
didn't like
Nah.
it.
But yeah, actually, like someone else in the shop. There's a like,
Yeah, there was. I remember hearing that. But I think Harry didn't want...
he didn't want the other person. Yeah. And then we ended up getting you. And to be fair, you turned out all right.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that, mate. Yeah, cheers for that. yeah, no, I'm glad to,
No, it's
glad to hear it went
I'm
well
not
and
saying
all
you're not. No, you turned out all right. I'm not going to say it's thanks to me or anything. But
No, but it was good. I think, like, coming down there and, like, I think after that, like, I was buzzing to get back. I won't start until, like, another month or so or however long it was. And, like, I'm being, like, our Saturday boy now when he brings his friends in for trims and comes down with him and that. And I was bringing,
Let's
obviously...
get out of work early because there's
but
something going on.
Nah. But I'm bringing like Alfie and all the other boys down to get haircuts in there, and I remember them like would leave and they're like, yeah, you're gonna enjoy working there, like it's gonna be sick. And it was sick, man. It was. We had some good times there, and
no, it was good. I remember.
It was a good vibe,
I remember
man.
when
It
you
was
first. I
sick.
remember like when you first started.
yeah.
You started coming in, and then I remember you getting like a junior. You were good. and then sometimes you'd sort of like step out of line. I'll take your phone off you.
No, don't even wind me up. Nah, he's good. There's one
Nah,
time,
Jay, honestly, I'm not even joking.
No.
Jay.
Don't even bring Jay. Don't look for Jay's validation. That's not.
Nah,
what
let me finish. Let me
I'm gonna
finish.
make you sound horrible now.
No, you make me sound horrible. You deserved it. Jay's gonna laugh.
Oh, do you know? I can imagine it was him doing it so irritating
Even when,
as well.
when he was saying to Josh earlier, that's how it was.
No, he was like me. He was. What it reminded me of was
wait
me
till I
with
tell
my
the
English
truth,
teacher.
bro.
He was just literally
You
just.
thought you'd inflict it onto him. Then?
Yeah, I fixed it on him. He was
you're
just
a
like,
bastard.
no, he was there. He was sweeping outside. He was sweeping, but he was like doing that like one.
Every so often, I'd change the song. So I had my headphones in.
Nah,
I'm
he was
sweeping
like-
outside.
you
Don't
know-
like this tune. I'll
you
change
know
the
what
next
it's
one.
like.
Listen, get off your phone. I'm like, just do your haircut, man.
No,
Like,
you said
why are you bothered about what I'm doing? I'm just changing the song.
No.
Him, he's got his authority on.
Nah, he's there.
Yeah.
The thing is, I see it as well.
Nah, he's there. He's
I can
there.
imagine he's so
Yeah,
irritating.
exactly, yeah.
He's there. He's trying to create a motive for the night.
No.
He's
I
like,
always had a motive anyway.
he's trying to create a motive for the night. His phone's popping. His texts are coming through, and he's like, he's out
can't
there.
believe that, though.
And he's out there. He's one hand sweeping. He's like doing all these little things. He's like taking ages. to
busy.
sweep
I
the
probably
step.
am looking busy,
And he's trying to look busy. I get it. I've been there. We've all done it. And I'm there, and I'm going. Do you know what? Like, you need to buck up. So I said to him, I was like, come on, step up. And
Did you?
and then he's there. He's out there going. And he's out there going. And then he's out there.
he didn't.
And he's out there going. He's out there going, mate, like, leave me alone. And I'm like, nah. Like, you put that. I'm like, nah. And then I'm like that. I'm like that. Put your phone away. We're not here to like text. We're here to work. Like, this is it. We're grafting.
This is bullshit.
This is.
And then
why
next
he's
thing
in
you know,
there.
he says to me, he goes, and I said to him, if you don't put it away, I'm going to take it off you. And he goes, you ain't taking
So,
it
but
off
where
me.
did you get this authority from? Did you own your shop?
Yeah. What?
Nah.
Where did this come from? Where did this bee in your bonnet come from, man?
Because I was put there, and I was like, you know what? I'm left in charge of the shop.
No.
Like, I've got to make sure this
He took
business
it upon
runs
What
himself.
smoothly.
but what did Joey used to get up to when he was taking in charge?
Yeah,
of the
exactly.
shop?
He
I'd
could-
like
Yeah,
to
let's
know
not
that.
get in. Yeah, well, let's. But then so I took.
Let's just talk about how bad George was, man. Like, come on, man.
Nah. So said to him, I was like, right, that's it. Taking the phone off here. Took his phone off him. Locked him outside the shop.
He did. I was
Locked him
fuming.
outside the shop.
Nah.
And I said to him, you ain't texting. You ain't doing the
Well, you
moat.
took the phone and
And
knocked him out.
no, he took it, and he's there. You imagine, yeah. Imagine him now.
You know what face
I'm
I'm
down there sweeping.
You know what face I'm pulling
He's
on.
there
don't
with
you?
my phone.
Yeah,
He's
I
there with my
can see.
phone, holding my phone through the window, just smiling at me. I'm doing. The door's locked.
deal with
The
that.
door's locked.
He's threatening me. Yeah, he's going. I'm going to Muay Thai you in a minute.
No, I was not.
And I'm going. You ain't Muay Thai shit,
No,
bro.
no, Joe,
lying,
you're pissing me off now.
lying.
Let me in.
And he's going. Oi, do you know
No,
what?
do you know what it was? It was Big George. He's
Yeah, I
there.
can imagine George-
And he's
Big George
watching
be like,
Joey,
yeah, nah,
and he's
nah,
on.
like-
He's inside. He's going. Nah, stop now, Joe.
Yeah, that's how I imagine it.
Like, and that's how he come out. Yeah, here you go. And then do you know what he did after that? Do you know what he did? Him and George were going uptown, and he literally goes, right, sweeping here now. And I thought, I was gritting my teeth now. And he's got this cookie, and he's crumbled it on the floor. He's
Bitch.
crumbled it.
Bitch.
No, but he has. And he goes, well, I'm going to know if you swept or not now, because that's still going to be here. So the whole point, whilst he was out, I thought, right. Yeah, exactly.
Nah, that was that one time.
that was-
he
do you know
got
what?
treated like an absolute fucking. He got treated like royalty, man. Honestly.
Gaz did love him, to be fair.
Nah, he got looked after. Every time Gaz went away, he just had we had a moment that day
No.
where it was like, I need to like just make sure you grow up.
No, do you know what? No,
So
no, it
people say
weren't.
you're
He's
the
trying
man
to act
that-
like it benefited
That's the
me.
man
It
that
didn't
you
benefit
made.
me at all. He'd crumbled the cookie on the floor.
Nah,
He'd
it was-
gone uptown,
I'm actually
swept
lying.
around everything, the whole shop apart from that cookie.
Nah, wait, I'm lying.
he
I
can-
actually.
You didn't even
I,
sweep
didn't-
the
I said no. He-
Nah, I'm
How did that make you
lying.
feel?
Nah, I'm lying. I got mad power hungry that day. I don't know why.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, at least now he comes out. He's
I got mad power hungry that day. It went to my head. But no, it was good, man. We had like good times.
No, it was sick
like,
down there, man. It's just when Joe joined, it went to shit.
Like, yeah, but he doesn't mention. He mentions all the times when I crumble cookies and that on the floor, but then he doesn't mention the time when I brought back a bottle of champagne
On a Tuesday morning.
on a Tuesday morning.
Having it out of plastic beakers. It was sick.
Yeah, we used to have good times, man.
No, it was.
I miss those days. I've
No,
said
it was.
school.
It was
You
funny.
weren't there. I remember the only time, the first and only ever time that I met you, and this is going to look badly on you as well.
Yeah.
It's the first and only time I ever met you is when I dropped George off at your mum's when he was fucking steaming.
Oh, yeah.
And I had to carry him up 3 flights of stairs because your mum's house was fucking...
Three stories, yeah.
Three story
Three stories on the
house.
top floor.
And he used to throw out the bedroom window at the top.
Onto my window. They'd be dried sick.
So he used to have to...
No, he'd piss out of it.
He used to have to-
Hang on, what the fuck, man? You can't start
No,
saying
they'd be
all
dried
that.
sick and pissed all over my window.
No, so I...
The window used to open
We're going to have to
outwards.
cut that out.
No, we're not
cut
cutting
that
that
out. No, the piss you got to cut out, right? You can't put that in there. You think I'm some sort of like...
No. So I used to know, the only first time I met you was like about 11, 12 o'clock at night, and I'm dropping him home, and he's like walked in, I've just knocked on the door, your mum's answered. She's just gone, take him upstairs. And I'm going, well, where is it? She's just gone,
Top floor.
Top floor. And I'm like, you fucking wanker. looking at him, and I'm carrying him upstairs, just chop him off. And then, yeah. But no, it was good, man.
Do you know what, though? How happy that it happened as well.
I mean, when you look at us now, like, you think, like...
It's stories to tell, mate. There
Yeah.
you go.
We've all organically grown from, like, the same position as well.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of... we've
You
all
ain't
hit-
grown that
Yeah.
much.
Dickhead.
Oh, fucking hell, that was smooth. That was good.
Yeah, sick.
What other questions we got, bro?
Yeah. Should we get on to the next ones? Right, so we've got... Do you reckon I should say people's names? Do you reckon people want their names?
Yeah,
Should I say no?
let's drop people's names because we're doing a product.
Let's drop people's names who have probably said it as a joke thinking we won't say it.
Yeah, let's drop
And
them
then
up.
just drop their
'cause-
names.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They thought they were going to get away with it. I'm not letting them get away with it.
Yeah, with the questions. So we've got one here. And I think this is a good one. This is... What are the 3 most common questions a client will ask his barber during a fresh trim?
What do you think?
What when they're asking your opinion?
Oh, yeah.
Like when you... How much of the top would you think? Or...
Yeah.
Yeah. I said the other day, innit? It's always that one... When you show someone the back of their hair... The client then will always say, "Oh, have you ever shown anyone the back of your hair?"
Yeah, that.
And they've said no, they don't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, every single
That's
time.
that's a big question that always gets asked. It's a good question. I mean, I don't think
All my clients go, is it finished?
no. I get a couple who go, "Is that the best you can do?" Simon, he always says that. Yeah, if that's the best you can do. I thought, yeah, there you go. It's a good job then. He's not complained. So that's 2. So what? Yeah. So 3 most common questions a client will ask during a fresh trim. What else? What else would they ask? What other questions did we get?
I don't know. I always think, like, you get asked, what do you think will suit me?
Yeah. Do you not think sometimes?
Or people bring in pictures of David Beckham.
Yeah.
And you're like, let's be real, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
Or a haircut that just doesn't...
George is looking at me just saying, you can't fucking say that, bro.
No, you can. You just know you're never going to see a David Beckham get shown to you now.
No, it's just
Someone sat there going, "Fuck that, I'm that guy."
Yeah. Oh, man.
That's weird,
That's
man.
fucking deep. You
He's
cut
out
me
with
deep,
he's out with
bro.
me. Do you not think sometimes, especially if it's a new client and they come in, talking to your barber for the first time is a bit like talking to your taxi driver.
Oh, yeah, been busy.
It's small talk. You've been busy?
All the time.
You've been busy tonight?
Nearly every client.
And I think that's probably the third answer, isn't it? You've been busy.
Are you going on holiday anytime soon?
Yeah.
No, because I'm busy cutting.
So you're from Northampton then, are you, mate? Do you know what I mean?
Cutting for your holiday. mate.
Yeah.
That's why.
So that's probably the 3 then, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
So have you ever had anyone say no? What do you think? And have you been busy tonight?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Sweet. Should we move on? That was a quick one. That was actually quick now.
Yeah.
Right, okay, right. So we got another one. It's quite a good one, to be fair. So they want to know, they've asked, how tall is Joey?
Get fucked. That's all I'm saying, whoever asked that question.
So we'll move on. We'll move on to the next one. Right.
Haven't we got a tape measure?
Right. Okay. This is a good one.
I'm sure we can find a tape measure.
What's the worst trip? No, in fact, hang on. Okay. No. This is a good one. What was the most awkward moment? I swear, a fly just flew in my eye, man. What was you? Let's get some fly spray. What was your most awkward
the
moment?
lazy eyes coming, Bing.
What was your most awkward moment cutting hair? any funny stories? I've got a couple, and if they're not now to look back on, they're probably funny. But at the time, man, you're like red faced, sweating. I know mine. I'll start off with mine if you want first. I've got two. I've got one for you as well. In fact, I think you'll forget this one, but I'll say mine first.
For me?
Yeah.
That I've had to do.
Yeah, that you've had to do. That was awkward. Very awkward.
Oh, is it? I can't even remember.
I'll remind you in a minute. So I'll go in with mine.
All right.
So I think I was newly qualified, or on the brink of it. A walk-in's come in. I'd never been into the shop before. This is the first shop I worked at, where I met the lovely Joe. And yeah, I'm cutting his hair. I'm trimming it up. Bearing in mind, when you're a new barber, you take a while, don't you? Like, you always take long doing a haircut. Yeah. And I'm doing it, I'm concentrating, you're focusing on that. And this guy's obviously used to just going into a walk-in barbers where they've just banged out in 15 minutes. 15 minutes, I've probably just I've not even finished the sides. He's then sort of looking at me and going, what's going on? And at this point, I haven't even done anything bad. You know what I mean? I'm not even struggling yet. There'll probably be a point in the haircut later on that I probably would have had to really like focus a little bit more. And he's just sussed something out, which, I'm new, so he's probably not wrong for doing it.
But I do know exactly what my story is. Now.
Yeah. It's similar. And anyway, he's looking at me going, what's going on? You cut hair before? And I'm like, bro, like, come on, man. Like, of course I've cut hair before. Like, not that much, but, I have. And he's gone to Harry, he's goes, what's going on? And he goes, have I got the trainee, like, cutting my hair? I'm like, mate, I'm stood here, like, do you know what I mean? Like, I am right here, like, and I'm there, like, and to be fair, I don't know whether I am or I'm at the end of it or whether I'm just starting, but either way, I hadn't done anything bad yet. I'm just taking a bit longer than probably expected. And he's like, nah. And he goes, he's gone to Harry's come over, like, nah, mate, like, nah, he's sound. He's all right, like, all this and that. He's like, nah, I'm not having that. Jumped up, took the gown off, paid me 20 quid, which, was his loss because I was newly qualified, or in his eyes, newly qualified, so it would have only been half price. Paid me 20 quid, and then just walked out. And for me, paid me. But then for me, it was like, fucking hell, I don't want to do another haircut now. Like, that's not, for my confidence, it just knocked me completely. And to be fair, not long after that, another walk-in come in, and he just threw me straight back into it. He told the guy, he said to the guy, he said, we've got a new guy who's newly qualified, this and that, he'll sort it out for you. And I think he knew if I dwelled on it, and if I waited too long of doing another haircut, then I'd probably just overthink it and just really would not want to cut hair again, which he probably went wrong. But by throwing me into it straight after that happened, it sort of gave me that bit of, that haircut went well. Do you know what I mean? I knew the guy knew where I was at. He sorted me out, and that was it. Another one, I had another.
So heavy.
Me?
He's breathing so heavy.
I'm so
into the story.
I'm
man.
powering, man. I'm not even going to... I'm like sitting there going...
Breathing mad heavy. Sounds like Darth Vader.
Yeah, I'm struggling to stay awake. So many stories. I don't know. Things like stories like, for my 18th birthday, the guy that owned the shop at the time, he...
Hang on.
What?
No, sorry. Yeah, I don't know if this one's much better than the last one, if it's the one I'm thinking of.
This is a stripper one.
Yeah.
Is this much better than the last one? I don't know.
Go in, bro. Oh, he's had a bit. It's all coming out.
No, this is the one where, like, for my 18th birthday, like, I used to just hate cutting hair, like long hair, like never.
Oh yeah.
And like, I think it was about 7 o'clock at night. All you're doing as a junior apprentice is like clock watching. You're just thinking, I just want to go home. I'm done. Like 7 o'clock, this woman walks in, the thickest hair in the world, and she just walks in. She's got a fez on.
What's a fez?
Yeah, what's that?
Like the little Moroccan Turkish hats, the little red.
Oh
hats.
yeah, with a little bob on it.
The little like bit of string that hangs off. Yeah. She walks in with one of them on. She goes, "Can you give me a one length cut?" And I'm like, "No fucking way. You're having a fucking laugh. Like, it's fucking 7 o'clock at night. I ain't doing this."
Did you say that to her?
The owner of the shop at the time looks at me and he goes,
"Plenty of time."
He goes, he says to me, he goes, "Yeah, you're doing it. Like, you're doing it." I'm like, "Nah, I'm not doing it. Like, it's 7 o'clock, man. I'll go home soon. Like, and he's like, nah, you're doing it. Like, if you don't do it, don't come in tomorrow.
Yeah.
So I walk her over to the chair, turn the chair around. She goes to, and as I go to like get the gown, she grabs hold of me, pushes me in the chair, and next thing,
Wait, she what?
pushes me into the chair, and next thing I
Pushes,
know,
pushes you in the chair?
yeah, pushes me in the chair, and at this point I'm going, what the fuck? And like,
So now you're in the
the
chair.
whole shop, and this is it's been a build up all evening from like 4 or 5 o'clock. Customers like who are like regular customers who I get on really well with.
So now suddenly you've got full length.
They just start pouring in. Like the shop's got like 30 people in it. And I'm there and I'm going, why is everyone in it? No one's getting haircuts. Like, what's going on? Like
Everyone's just watching you.
Everyone's just sat around. But because there was like, we used to have beers, we used to do this, I was like, oh, it's just normal. Like everyone's just coming to have a Thursday, Friday night.
Social, yeah.
And then, yeah, she shoved me into this chair. And at this point, I've realised I've gone, fuck, I'm in trouble here.
Done.
And she's just literally just whacked off this dress. That
Yeah,
must have been a
party
zip-up dress.
time. Joey's thinking,
And
he's buzzing.
There's just.
And you're 18.
I'm 18. Yeah, it's my 18th birthday. There's just fezzes and nipple tassels everywhere, and I'm just there. I'm there just going, what the fuck is going on, man? This is random as shit. And then everyone just starts pouring around, filming. I'm getting a lap dance from this stripper who has a wig on. She's got a fez attached to the wig. And it's just the sort of stripper you wouldn't pay for. And you're there and you're just going, but you're 18, horny as fuck, and you're going...
I love how Joe's just diving straight in with it as well.
You're 18, you're horny as fuck, and you're just going, do you know what? I'm going to eat this shit up, man. I'm here for this. Like, I'm here. I'm just loving that. Everyone in the room is there.
It's like this.
No, you're there. Everyone's in the room, and you just
Give me
like...
that tassel.
Yeah, you just like... Yeah, just give me the tassels.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that was like... That was one of my most... It wasn't even a haircut, but that was one of my most awkward experiences.
Yeah.
Being
sounds
surrounded by people that were like coming into the shop to get haircuts, and then all of a sudden they're now witnessing you get your first ever lap dance.
Joey, did you enjoy your first lap dance?
Yeah, I mean, it'd be stupid not to. I mean, yeah.
Sounds like he did.
It sounds like you'd love
He's got
it.
his legs crossed.
It was, yeah. It was that long ago. I think it was recorded on an iPod Nano.
iPod Nano, iPod Touch.
iPod
With the
no.
camera, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
But yeah,
God,
it
you're
was good.
mad old, man.
Yeah, I am mad old.
No. Yeah, man, that was a good one. Yeah, I like that.
What about my story?
What's
What
what's
do you want
yours?
me to say?
Yeah, I think I know what yours is.
Yeah.
Go on.
Right, chaps. A walk-in comes in again. It's always a walk-in.
It is, isn't it?
He
It
must
is.
have like bowled in, I don't know, like midday, and hair looked pretty easy to cut. My manager said, "Yeah, Joe will do it. It's fine." Anyway, sat him down. Looks a bit odd. Looks a bit awkward. He asked for something like a 4 back and sides. Now, anyone that knows barbering, it's like the most easiest haircut you can probably do. You know, in terms of me thinking of skin fades. So anyway, he's asked for like a 4 back and sides, or maybe even a 3. And I was like, "Yeah, no worries." Anyway, I've started like spraying it down with water, you know, and he's gone. So he goes, "You all right?" And I was like, "Oh, yeah, not too bad, thanks. How are you?" I just thought he was making conversation. He was like, no, like, he goes, "You seem a bit nervous." And I was like, "No, I'm not nervous. No, like, you know, I've
Just getting you wet.
basically." I said, "No, I'm just like, you know." Like,
Oh, I love it, man. No, fair play to him.
anyway, no, I was like, so no, I'm not nervous. Like, and he was like, "Have you done this before?" I was like, "What?" Like,
Have you,
I was like,
so you've
"What?"
got him wet. He's now
No,
asking if you've
no,
done it before.
Have I got you wet before? No.
Yeah.
First time experience, bro.
Anyway, he goes, "Have you done this before?" And I said, "What? Cut hair?" And he was like, "No."
A 4 on the sides?
I said, "No, sorry, it's the other way around." I went, "What, a 4 back and sides?" And he went, "No, cut hair." I was like, "Yeah, I've done about 6 or 7 haircuts before you." He's like, "Oh, you seem like you're shaking a little bit." I was like,
I think when someone says something like that as well,
now
it's
you
enough
said I'm shaking, I'm
Yeah.
probably going to like shake.
It makes you so much worse.
Yeah,
It does,
like,
yeah.
I was like, well, now you've told me I'm going to shake, I'm probably going to shake, and now I've got the sweats. Thank you. Like,
That's how I felt at the beginning of this podcast.
So I've gone to do it. Imagine this, right? So I've gone to start cutting his hair. I put the four on. So he's just sort of he's just brushed it off. So I started doing his hair. But as I've gone in to go first with the clippers, he's gone like that. Like
He's moved away.
Like
Yeah.
I've tried to like take a swing off him. I'm sorry, like I've tried to take a swing on him.
Swing at him.
And he's like fully ducked. And I was like, what? What's going on? And then he's just like, oh yeah, no, I think I'm going to leave it.
No, because you said I think I come over to you, didn't I?
No, you come over. So I said,
Are you alright, mate?
Yeah, he said, you're right, mate. Yeah. And then you said something about, and then he said something to you like, he looks nervous or he's shaking or whatever. And I was like, what? Right. So anyway, now he said I'm shaking. I'm there with the four back inside. I was like, proper shaking.
How can you be there?
I
like
wasn't
that?
actually shaking.
The full back
Nah,
and
do you know
sides,
what?
the guards
He
are
is
not that big.
Yeah, do you know, that's the thing as well. He's saying that, but he weren't like.
I actually weren't shaking.
Back then, Joe worked right behind me.
Yeah.
So my mirror, I can see him, and you know, like he ain't been qualified long, so you almost
I weren't
keep
even
an eye a
qualified.
little bit. You weren't, no. Maybe he knew that.
I was comfortable enough to be
Yeah.
cutting hair. Like I was doing, like that was a Saturday, so I was able, you know, Saturdays even at Chaps, I was cutting a lot of hair. You know,
Yeah,
to
yeah,
got
he was
to
in the
that-
rhythm
to that
of it.
level. But and he said that, I was just like, oh, that's like weird. I was like, anyway. So George said something anyway, and then he just went, oh, do you know what? I think we're gonna leave it. I was like, yeah, all right, fine. What the hell?
That was so bizarre. That was a mad. It was. Do you know what it was? It was so.
I was fine. Like, I was just sort of like, you know, autopilot, just going into it, like four back and sides. It's music to my ears, really, as a junior. Like he could have said
No
skin fade.
fade.
I would've been
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
oh.
yeah.
But full back and sides, I'm like, watch that on YouTube and I've learned that. Like anyone can.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was awkward, and I was more like, it was awkward in the moment, but after it was almost just like I didn't feel too bad because everyone was like, yeah, that was odd from him. It's not like I acted weird.
No, it's more like when I've had times where people have come in and they've sat down and it's the first time in the chair and you've gone to cut it and you're doing your usual thing, and just because it's slightly different from how their normal barber does it, it's
Yeah,
like they just question you a little bit.
Yeah, no, but this guy was something. I think he was very socially awkward anyway. There's nothing wrong with that, of course, but you know, he
It
was
just
very,
made it
like,
worse
it
for
made it
someone in your
worse, you know.
situation.
Like,
It made
the
it
thing is, it's
difficult,
like
yeah.
I looked at it as like, well, I could have given you a good haircut there. I was able enough at that level to give you a good haircut, especially with fork back and sides.
Yeah.
So I was just like, oh, you're lost. But anyway,
Yeah, I'm gonna go in with another question now. This is a mad one. I don't even know. Like, this is a bit of a crazy one, to be fair. Would you rather have no arms or no legs but still got hands and feet? It's out of the ordinary, isn't it?
Wait,
but yeah, think about it.
or legs.
Is that cool to say? Are we allowed
Right.
to ask that? That's all right. Yeah, would you rather have no arms or no legs, but you still got hands and feet?
I mean, you're literally like this, aren't you?
Yeah. You wouldn't be able to pick too much stuff up. You'd have to really, like, sort of, you know, move your shoulder and sort of come down, grab it and that.
Do that again.
But then again, if me and Joe had no legs and just feet, we'd end up walking around the same size as Joey.
As in like that.
No, do you know what? No, to be fair, let's skip that question. We're going to go on to the next question.
That's so fucking uncalled for, man.
That was uncalled
That's an
for.
absolute joke.
Do you know what? That is actually going to take us to our next question, though, and we're going to go off the topic. Someone else wants to know how tall Joey is.
Do you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna.
Yeah, do it. I think we said. Do you know what? To be fair, we said three.
No, do you know what? I've actually bought something with me.
Yeah, I think we do it.
I've bought something with me. I bought a tape
Settled the
measure.
debate.
Right, go on.
Right, this is going to have to be really cut down, I think. Not you anymore.
Just make sure it's straight.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. So we've done the measuring,
Yeah, we've done the measuring.
and then I think let's do a little thing for all the clients out there. If anyone wants to drop us a direct message with their guesstimates.
No, what we can do is, could we add a short of the of us actually like measuring you, and then we'll get everyone to comment on it.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, add like a little short, do like a
little competition and
Instagram
that.
story.
Free bottle of aftershave if you get it right.
Yeah,
I've said it now.
you've dropped
That's
it.
a big one, isn't it?
Fucking hell. bro.
Yeah, people love that aftershave as well.
Oi.
You're away in the budget there, boys.
Oi, yeah, I sound like I just want to eat for a week.
Overall, are you? Is that what you was going to say?
Yeah, I think,
Yeah.
let's just do that. Everyone send in their, when we drop the Instagram story of the little short,
Yeah.
everyone send in their best answers, best guesses, and then we'll reveal it on the next episode.
Yeah. Overall, before we like shoot off, how do you reckon this first podcast's gone? It was hard at the beginning, weren't it?
Yeah.
It was difficult, I think. It's not used like having the camera on you and then like trying to not stutter.
I think the drinks take the
I think the Corona and the. Do you know what? Another thing as well we need to do. We need to shout out Beer Gorilla, man, because Beer Gorilla, they sorted us out with a keg today. You know, we went down there and they sorted out a beer,
Also-
a lovely lager. They've got loads of other decent bits in there as well. There's a
Mentioning-
good little vibe in there as well this evening. We went in there to collect it.
Yeah, mentioning,
good, man.
mentioning Beer Gorilla. Beer Gorilla are now doing a...
Oh yeah, the challenge.
a
Yeah,
pizza challenge.
Yeah. Well, you
So-
spoke a big game for that as
So
well.
if you can now complete
My mum's calling
level
me.
1, level 2, level 3, you get £50 worth of beer vouchers, I think. I'm not sure whether it's for...
It's literally impossible to do.
No, I think some person's already done it already.
Yeah.
I think level 1's just like a nice spicy pizza,
Yeah.
Carolina Reaper sauce. Level 2's Scotch bonnet chili sauce. Level 3 is Naga chili. I think
Complete
if you manage to complete all 3 levels,
Naga chili.
I can't remember whether it's £50 voucher each time or
Yeah,
£50
yeah.
voucher for the whole thing. But yeah, they're definitely worth going down there. Good pizzas, good beer.
You've spoke a big game to him as well. You've told him that you're going to smash it. You said it's easy. He said, "Oh, I'll be able to do that stage."
I'll
So,
go down there now and you do it.
yeah,
I said,
he's
we're
got
going
a
to
little
do no.
beer appetite now.
Nah,
Go for a
we're
little
going to
pint
reveal
and
all
that.
this. We're going to do an episode.
We should go down there.
No, we're going
Maybe we should do that for the
Maybe
next
we should go-
episode. Do the challenge on camera.
We are going to do an episode with
No.
them for the next challenge.
Can't wear white tees on that though.
No white teas. No
No
black
white tees.
George speaks of good games with spicy food, but I think he'll.
He does, but he
li-
can't even finish his dinner though.
No, he
Nah, I
can't.
can,
He
man.
can't even finish a foot-long Subway.
He loves.
I
pizza,
can't
though.
finish a
Wait,
foot-long
no,
Subway.
Joey,
No, that's not the order.
He does love
I
pizza.
can.
He loves a pizza.
I do love a pizza,
So I would,
especially after a few beers. I can polish off. Mate.
I'll bet you a tenner
I'll
that
do
he
it.
doesn't finish it.
I don't know, man. He loves pizza. And
I do
after a
love
few
pizza.
Do you want to bet a tenner?
Looks are very deceiving.
Do you want to bet a tenner?
Yeah, it looks hard deceiving. It's true, man.
I'll bet you a tenner. He doesn't. I'll bet you a tenner. He doesn't finish all 3
Hey,
levels.
look, go on, Joe. Put that bet in, man. I'm gonna make you proud, bro.
What, are you going to finish all 3 levels?
I'm gonna put a tenner in. Well, hang on, what?
You know,
3 levels.
that's what I just said to him.
Times are tough, man.
No, I just said to him, he's all 3 levels. And he said he's not going to do it. You're going to do it.
I don't know.
3 levels.
Yeah.
You were slurring your words. You didn't understand.
You owe me a tenner.
You got to take 3 days off work, man.
No, I
gotta
think,
do this.
to be fair, this episode has gone.
It's
Great.
yeah, it's good. It's a bit raw, but I think as we go into it now, it'll be a bit easier, won't it?
Yeah, I got quite drunk on this episode. I
You
think.
did get quite drunk, didn't you? As we're talking like it's in the past as well, but you're still pretty drunk.
I got pretty drunk on this episode. Yeah,
Yeah.
there'll be a few things I think we're gonna have to edit out this podcast. I think. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have a.
But that's up to
we'll
Jay.
have like a compilation of like
Jay's going to be
outcasts,
my absolute main man in this thing, man. When he's cropping this podcast, I'm telling you that right now.
I'm gonna pay him.
But no, big shout out to Jay and Azim.
Yeah, man. All these boys.
Yeah,
Come
man.
on.
Alex, come on.
Alex, come over here,
Show
bro.
your face.
We've got
This is a big
Alex-
shout out to our
Alex,
new boy, Alex, as
barber.
well.
He's coming. Yeah,
Discounted
there you
price,
go.
come on, Jack.
Alex is a don. He's sorting out. He's going to come on our next episode as well. We're going to speak to Alex a little bit more, get to know him. And I think Alex, our first
Very
member of
good
staff
man.
as well, isn't it? Like first proper member
Yeah,
of staff
proper.
full
It's in here
time.
week
So
in,
far,
week
he's
out.
smashed it, bro.
Alex
You
is
have.
top boy.
He is.
Top boy.
Do you know what I mean? He has done well.
Fresh cuts.
He has. He's helped us out massively, and you know,
Definitely.
we look forward to the future
Shout
with him,
out
man.
Alex.
He has. He sorted Joey's little taper out as well.
Yeah, sorted my.
So there you go.
Oh, you were almost going to get a reveal again then, but you
No.
didn't.
And he's sick, so yeah, we've got a nice little reel coming
And
out.
shout out
These
to the
boys-
clients as well.
Yeah, man,
been
100%.
supporting
That's a
Wait,
good one.
wait.
That's a good one.
Let's just shout out. You've been watching the Neighbourhood Watch.
Yeah, Neighbourhood Watch. Yeah, I
Neighbourhood
forgot.
Watch.
Yeah,
You've been
Neighbourhood
watching
Watch.
the Neighbourhood Watch. We're watching you as you're watching us.
Well, we're not. How are we watching?
That's
them?
weird, isn't
No,
it?
no,
That's
but we're
weird.
not-
Why is that weird?
Why are we watching them though?
That sounds so weird.
that reminds me
We're
of like
not
this
watching you as you're watching us.
Joey's
That's not-
watching you, we're not.
Nah, we're not watching you. I promise, we're not.
No, that's good. I mean, that's some sort of like Google Box thing for the future, but you will bear that in mind. But yeah, I think like next time we had a load of questions as well that we didn't manage to get done today that we will sort of go back on. And I think ahead of times, I think for the future of the podcast, we're going to have a lot more people I'm going to speak to. Obviously, more business owners in the town and barbershop owners, other business owners that have
People
sort
got
of, you know,
stories
yeah,
to tell
cool
as
ones,
let's,
man. And
let's
just
shout out anyone that wants to come on the podcast.
yeah, 100%.
Anyone,
Yeah,
just drop us
good.
a message. Yeah.
Be decent, man. But yeah, shout out us lot as well, man. We've
Shout out
worked
the
hard,
neighbourhood,
innit? So
definitely.
think we've done well as a team and everything. And yeah.
Right,
Shout out you boys, bro. Shout out Skinny Impact as well. There was a question about how I got my calf so hench as well, but we'll save that for the next episode.
Jay's looking at me like he's saying, wrap this shit up.
Yeah, the camera's got 2 minutes left. I feel like we've just got into it now as well. I don't know because we're like 4 beers.
I'm fucking ready to go, bro.
Joey's balloon bar's closed.
That a wrap?
Mate.
That's
that a wrap?
Yeah.